Hey guys, okay, we are on. I'm getting better at making the scene transition on time now. Give me just a second to post this. Cool. So one of the things I want to do today is just so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with giving you guys all a bit of an update on Relativity, where it's at. The mic is on. Right, okay, I just checked the audio myself. I can hear myself on the stream. So, one of the things, so I'm really still learning to work with other programmers. You know, I'm pretty much a self-taught programmer and have been working on this game for so long. The issue is that a lot of the gameplay mechanics are very closely tied in with the programming, is very closely tied in with the design. So I actually have to be pretty closely, I have to work very closely with the programmer. This week I've been kind of running around doing a bunch of errands, so I haven't been able to keep up with that very much. And as we're adding new mechanics, it's sort of, basically, it's kind of, we kind of go through this cycle of Chris adds a whole bunch of stuff. And he's a much better programmer than I am, so the whole thing just gets like really confusing for me, where I can't follow and I can't make quick changes. So so you can see right now, there's a bug here where it doesn't change or rather it changes them, because we need, now these lines are getting a little more complicated and I need to be able to set the color of the material separately. However, when I go into play, you can see that the line material is going to not be the correct color. So, not sure what's going on here. Basically, so what I'm doing is I'm kind of organizing the sandbox level to be a little bit clearer. So now there are the 6 islands. This is island blue, island red, island green, and the idea is that I would separate kind of all the components for the different gravities into their respective islands, so then I can kind of test them all separately. I need to start getting organized with I'm probably going to be renaming a whole ton of stuff this weekend and then rewriting some of the scripts as well. So I'm kind of reading through. I'm a lot more familiar with it now. I know interfaces and callbacks and all that other stuff. So based on reading through it and just making sure I understand every single line of the code, and then on Monday we'll do a code review with Chris to make sure, you know, what I understand is correct, and then kind of start planning out kind of the high-level stuff of how we're going to proceed with the later mechanics. Because the thing is, everything, so, you know, this line gets used here, but it also gets used with all these other mechanics, so we're just kind of adding on layers and layers of complexity. So I think it's really important that I get the foundation right. And the other thing is, of course, as I'm designing stuff, it needs to be intuitive from a design standpoint. So right now, you know, I have the square. So this is cube square activator. So I don't really like having the cube in the name. I'm going to change it to square activator switch blue. It's just how my mind works after 2 years of working on this. Now, the line manager, you have to drag the door into here, and so if you have multiple lines like this, I basically have to click on both of them and then drag the door in. And right now it also, I think it lets me have 2. No, wait, it doesn't. Okay, so both of them seem to only have 1. So anyway, there's kind of a lot of stuff that I want to kind of work on and clean up this weekend. So, does the crosshair color change to the color flipped once you're in flip range? It changes to what? Yes, it does change color to the crosshair or the reticle, what it does is it changes color, and right now it tells you two things. I'm not too happy with the reticle right now. I'm not too happy with the way it works. So when I'm close enough to a surface, it changes. So you'll see it change color, and that tells me this one is going to be orange, and I'm close enough to rotate. This is orange. It is not yellow. It's just the lighting. So that's pretty much it. There isn't a whole lot that's been done. I'm kind of just reorganizing stuff, and I need to start reading through the code and make sure I understand everything. So I think we can go ahead and get started with our first game of the night. Let me get that set up, and then I'm going to give Nate a call. So it's called Haberdashery by Luna Wolf Studio.